What's up, YTPC? Uncle Willie coming to you once again from the Mobile Lounge. Little different look today. My phone holder came in yesterday, I guess. No, it's Saturday. So, I don't remember. Just installed it. It's one of those you just clean the dashboard, then stick it on. The suction cup is built into the sticker part. You just push it down, hold it, blah blah. Today I am smoking a new tobacco. But first of all, I'm going to talk about what I'm smoking it in. It is a Savinelli 513 brown alligator. It's a paneled billiard. And the stem on it, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's brown and black going vertical this way. Horizontal if I hold it that way. So I guess it would be horizontal because that's typically the way you would hold it. But anyway, I got one of those softy bits on there. I don't typically use those. But this particular pipe is a little forward heavy. If you're a clincher, you probably wouldn't, it wouldn't bother you because you got that much of the square type saddle bit to clinch on. I'm not much of a clincher, just, you know, occasionally here and there. So I put one of those tips on there just for a little ease of the mouth. It's a beautiful pipe, cool smoking pipe. It's a 6mm, but I've got the reducer in there so I'm not smoking a filter. I'm gonna touch on filters here in a few minutes too. But in it is some Garth and Hogarth dark plug. As some of you may know, last week I picked up a order from Boswell's of Garth and Hogarth, and I had 8 or 10 different tobacco, 3 or 4 ropes, some plugs, some flakes, whatnot. Whatnot. It's where the Bob's chocolate flake I was smoking yesterday, that was part of the order that I had made. And I wished I had have got more of this dark plug. I was kind of worried about it being the Lakeland, but I detect no Lakeland in this at all. Tobacco Reviews says that it's a it says blend type is Virginia Burley, and then the components it says Burley, Virginia. So with it being as cool smoking as it is, I'm gonna say that it's more Burley forward, since that's where you get your dark fired Kentuckys and whatnot is from a Burley. And this isn't a dark fired Kentucky, but they are smoked in the process of the curing of it. And it's a Malawi, whatever it is. They sure like their tobacco from that place. And then Indian dark fired leaf. It doesn't say where or how with the Indian, but it's both dark fired, the Virginias and the Burleys, to make this dark plug. It's very good, very cool smoking. It has the profile of a dark fired Kentucky, or old dark fired from HH. It's got that similar profile to it. Very good. I wished I'd have got more. I only picked up 1 ounce because, like I said, I was kind of afraid that it was going to have the Lakeland in it, and there is none that I detect. Any of them. None of the Lakeland at all. The Bob's Chocolate, I said that it had that clove taste, Lakeland type. This has nothing. If you like the darker Virginias and the old fired Kentucky style type profile, I believe you would like this. What I'm going to smoke later I have some Balsam plug, B-O-S-U-N, Balsam. I believe 13 Pipes, he pronounced it Balsam. That I detect Lakeland in it, and I detect the perfume smell just from putting it in a little jar. I only got 1 ounce of that also. And that one I already know in my head that I'm going to taste the Lakeland big time in it. So somebody might end up receiving that 1 ounce minus 1 bowl. I just can't do the perfume stuff. And it's got that perfume smell profile in the bag aroma. But now I put it in the jar, so it's a jar aroma. It's a little bitty mini jar. So now, to touch on filters for a minute. With Savinelli, they don't provide them now. When I first bought my first Savinelli pipes, they gave me 1 balsa filter and 1 reducer, so you didn't have to use the filter. The last 3 or 4 Savinellis I bought did not have the balsa filter in it, just the reducer, which the balsa filters have been out of stock for a long time. I was able to grab a pack of 100 last year when I'd purchased a pipe. But Savinelli says that your balsa filter is good for 3 to 4 smokes before you have to change it. Well, when I use it, I usually take it and use it once, then turn it around and use it. That way the other end will absorb the moisture. But even with the balsa, the charcoal, the paper from like the Missouri Meerschaum or the Medico, do you find that your balsa, or not necessarily your balsa, but do you find that your filters get ghosted? And not your pipe, your filter. If you're tasting a different flavor profile in your pipe from a filter that was previously used, remove that filter and that taste should go away. If you're smoking the same tobacco in it as previous, then it's not going to matter. But do you find your filters get ghosted from a tobacco that you smoked previous? Or do you just use your filters for one time and then toss them? I don't typically use filters that often. Different tobaccos, I will use them depending on the moisture level of the tobaccos. This, I actually dried out. I don't usually dry out plugs or rope, but I cut this up, rubbed it out really good, and then went and took a shower and everything, and it sat out for like 30 minutes. Still a little moist when I went to pack it, but after I let it dry out, I packed it. I still have to relight it some, and I think that's just nature of the game with plugs and or ropes. At least that's what I find whenever I smoke a plug or a rope. And it could be even, say, Peterson's 3Ps, the Peterson Perfect Plug. Even when I cut that up and rub it out, I still have more relights with it than I do with a typical cube cut or ribbon cut or whatever. So what are your thoughts on the filter? Do you reuse them? Do you one time and throw them away? With the balsa filters, do you use them, flip them around and use them from the other end? I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are with the using filters. Or do you even use filters? If you have a filter pipe and you don't even use filters, let me know about that also. So put your comments down below. And one last thing, St. David's pipes. Like I said, I don't know how to do the link thing down below, but he's back. I did not have the pleasure of knowing him when he was doing videos before. He's trying to get established back to where he was before. Some of you might know him as the Pittsburgh Piper, I believe was his channel. He got hacked and removed it. Then he was St. David's Pipe. Something happened there, removed it for like a year or so, but now he's back. St. David's Pipes. Give him a look. Give him some love. Very cool guy. And he's making some videos, and he did a pretty funny one the other day on a parody of Ed, the Armchair Piper. So give him a look. Let me know what you think about filters, yay or nay. And until next time, stuff them and puff them.